Hey guys, welcome back to the Toy Lounge, and today we're going to be looking at DC Superhero Girls, Supergirl. And this Supergirl comes to us courtesy of Mattel. And if you're a big DC fan, or any superhero fan, this is a great way to get your young ones, especially your little girl, into superhero stuff. It's a great introduction. These figures have a decent amount of articulation. Not Marvel Legends standard, but decent enough, especially for the young ones. I'd also recommend these to collectors, adult collectors. They look pretty decent enough. It's a very nice representation of the character from the animated show. I haven't watched much of the animated show, but the little ones have, and I've caught glimpses of it here and there, and it looks pretty decent enough. Not my type of thing, but more targeting towards the young ones. But nonetheless, I'd still recommend it. And as I said, great introduction to a character like Supergirl to the young ones. This figure really appealed to my 5-year-old girl. So we'll have a closer look here. You've got the DC Superhero Girls logo at the front there. Includes cape, of course. Supergirl would not be Supergirl without her cape. Nice card art there of Supergirl from the animated show. Have a look at the back. The other figures in the wave, you've got Batgirl and Wonder Woman. And we'll have just a close look at the read up as well, if you want to hit the pause button and have a quick read of that as well. Yeah, these look pretty good. As I said, great introduction for the young kiddies. But enough said about that. Let's get her opened up and have a close look at the figure. And here's Supergirl outside of a box. Let's have a close look at her here. Now, I was playing around with her just as I opened her up. And that's a removable cape if you feel like removing it. I noticed her neck joint. Every time you want to rotate it, it just wants to kind of bounce back. So I don't know what the deal with that is. Maybe you just need to play around with the joint a bit more. Well, I've got it sticking to one point now, but yeah, it's moving around a lot better now. It is a very light plastic, So as I said before, it's not a Marvel Legends quality type of figure or a DC Collectibles. But as a toy, it is still quite impressive, and it still does look good on your shelf. A lot of detail has gone into this figure, and it's the exact representation, very accurate to the way she appears in the animation. I'll just place the cape back on, which just plugs in the back there. I don't know why they put the feature in there as a removable cape, the way they've highlighted it on the card art as some sort of feature. I don't think it's a real big deal. But yeah, the detail on her is pretty good. The paint, I don't have much complaints about the paint either. The Superman logo is painted on really well there on her chest. Or Supergirl logo, I should say. Get a close look at the cape at the back. So hair. Nice detail on her boots there. For what it is, it's impressive enough. Notice some plastic chip away there at her shoulder as I move that joint. And with her articulation, there's quite a bit. She's got her ball jointed head, which rotates all the way around. Feels a little flimsy at times. As I said, it wants to kind of just bounce back. You have that. So I don't know what's going on under there. Her shoulders go out to there. She has a single joint at the elbow, which bends up to there. She also has the rotation at the elbow. I was surprised at that, but she does have it. And she has the rotation at the wrist. So that's pretty good there as well. Her legs go out about there. They go forward, slightly hindered with the skirt, but they do go forward up to there. They don't go back at all actually. Single joint at the knee. and she rotates at the ankles or at the boot cut as well, which is pretty good. I'm impressed with that. Probably the only thing she's missing is an ab crunch or articulation in the waist. That's probably the only thing she's missing. But otherwise, everything else is there. The only thing I wish is that her head would tilt back a bit more. You can get her in a flying pose. But that's probably the best you can get. And one thing worth mentioning, well, I got her standing right now, but she doesn't stand very easily either. Sometimes it may require a bit of an effort. But otherwise, very reasonable looking figure, and highly recommended for the little ones. Great way to introduce your little girl to superheroes. And if you're an adult collector, why not? If this is your thing. Not my thing, but I can recommend it to DC fans if you want to, display something like this on your shelf with the other figures in the line. I will review the other figures in the line as well. That's Batgirl and Wonder Woman, and I'll have a comparison shot with all of them together as well. And one thing I didn't mention before, she is a 6-inch scale figure, so she'll scale in pretty well with your 6-inch scale figures, such as Marvel Legends. Here she is next to the recently released Deadpool figure. So yeah guys, that's about it from the DC Superhero Girls Supergirl. I still recommend this for your kids, of course, and if you're an adult collector, by all means give her a go. I am going to do a lot of toys in the future aimed at the young ones as well. You'll see a lot of videos of those as well, along with my adult collector stuff. As a parent, I think it's, to me it's important to get your young ones into superheroes. Well, I don't know about important, but when my kids showed interest in superhero stuff, then I like to encourage it because it's something I loved, growing up as a kid. That's about it for this figure. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you soon with some more videos. See you later, guys.